morning, everyone. I am not trying to make you all motion sick by wiggling this camera all around, but I am trying to get my lighting just right. I haven't quite figured out a good position for this light ring yet to give me the best amount of light on my whole screen here. So we're gonna play around with a little bit of a different position today. So I'm gonna give it just a couple of minutes, see if we get some people to jump on this morning. If you're jumping on, leave me a comment. All right, let me just try to center everything here so that we can have a nice view of everything. So this is Coffee and Cards, so grab your favorite mug, snap a picture of it, and show me what you're drinking your coffee or your tea out of this morning. We'll get started in just a couple more minutes. Oh, good morning. Say hi to Mimi. Mimi just said good morning.
Good morning, Mimi.
B is watching me do my class this morning. And give it just about another minute and I'll get started. Give it one more minute. So you let me know when that says 930. Make sure this Bleach is open.
I don't see it.
It's okay. Mimi said good morning, Brianna. All right, what's the time say? So it's time to get started. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Good morning. This is my Saturday Coffee and Cards class. Today, I'm going to show you how to stamp with bleach. This is a super fun technique. There's actually two different ways you can do it. So I'll show you a card that I made doing it one way, and then today we're going to do it a little bit differently. So I am using the beautiful friendship stamp set. This is the stamp set that I've been making all my projects with this week. So But here is the one way that you can stamp with bleach is by putting your an outline image on a colored background and then painting with bleach inside of the outline to take some of that color away. I think my bleach was old when I made this one because it didn't really lift the color as well as it should have. But the other way you can do it is to literally press your stamp into bleach and put it on colored paper. I don't have a sample of that one, but I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So the first thing you need is some type of soft surface, paper towels, a sponge, just anything that's going to mimic a stamp pad. And then you're just going to pour enough bleach in the container, and I'm going to do it off to the side. You're going to pour enough bleach into the container to saturate the surface that you're using so that it's wet, because you want to get that liquid on your stamp. And the key with this one is to, when you're done, you really want to make sure you wash your stamps off well so that they don't get ruined. All right, I have pre-cut most of my stuff like I always do because it just saves time. So I have a card base that is 8.5 inches by, I'm sorry, 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And then I've just folded it in half. Crease my line here. And then I have a, it's a good thing the window's open, that bleach stinks. I have a oval that I cut out with the stitch shaped dies. I have a piece of vanilla cardstock that measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And then I just have a 3/4 inch wide strip of cardstock. This is going to be what I stamp my greeting on. So I am going to actually pull out an old piece of paper here. Fold it over a couple times so I don't get bleach on my other stuff. So you want to make sure that you're protecting your work surface. And what I'm going to do, so I've got my bleach on my paper towels, and I'm going to take my big rose stamp and I'm just going to press that down to get the stamp covered with bleach. And then I'm just going to take it and stamp it right on this oval, just like I would if it was regular ink. And then hopefully my image will come out there. I might need to add a little bit more. I think that dried up on me. This is also the low splash bleach, so it kind of thick. Alright, so I'm going to try that one more time. And the nice thing about these photopolymer stamps is that they are see-through, so I can stamp right over top of my image and try again. There we go. There we go. It's working that time. All right, I just wanted to rinse that off so that the bleach wasn't sitting on the stamp, and I'll clean it with soap and water later. So there you can see how the image came out with the bleach, and it just sucked the color out of the paper and made it look a little bit different than if you just stamped the image. So then what I'm going to do is stamp on my background a little bit. Just going to use the little rose, and I'm just going to stamp a few of the roses down the side. I love this stamp set. I think it's been one of my favorites for I don't know how long. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And then we're going to work on the rest of our cards. I'm just going to center this. I'm going to do a little more stamping. So I'm going to bring this wine color back in, the Mary Merlot, and I'm also going to use Pretty Peacock. I'm going to stamp the rose one more time. I'm going to stamp a couple of these leaves. And then on this 3/4 inch wide strip, I am going to stamp my greeting, which this greeting is actually from a different set. This is from the Gorgeous Posies stamp set, but I didn't have one. The Beautiful Friendship didn't have the greeting that I wanted for the front. I'm going to leave that one right there. So now I'm going to cut these out just quickly. They don't have to be perfect. Use the lighter one. I will say I take for granted the sets that come with coordinating dies to help die cut, because then I can save a whole bunch of time doing this and just die cut out my images. This takes forever. All right, and then with our little greeting here, I'm just going to come in and snip this at an angle. Probably should have left that a little bit longer. Okay, this. I forgot to cut a piece for the inside of my card, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. My inside layers are usually 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches, and of course you can adjust that. All right, so using my dimensionals, I am going to pop up my bleached image. And then I'm also going to pop up my rose and one of my leaves, the other one I will I'm going to take my lighter colored teal oops, I missed one. I think I want that there. I'm going to just set this down here at the bottom, or towards the bottom. And I'm just going to press those dimensionals down where I put them. And then my little, oh boo, I had my mini dimensionals out earlier and they're gone. So I'll just clip this one in half. So I'm just going to put these on the card. I'm going to take and just glue this one down flat. Right about there. I'm going to take, no, I was going to do the ribbon, but I think I'm just going to, no, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is for now. And I just realized that I think my front is crooked. It's all right. All right, so then I'm going to take and put my panel on the inside here. Oh my word. I think I didn't press it down all the way yet. get that on the right side. And then I'm going to come in with my birthdays are the best days greeting. And I'm just going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock right on the inside here. I think I'm going to move this. I don't like that there. Put it there. I was going to add some rhinestones. I'm going to put one down and see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, I'll pull it off. I don't know if I like that. I might take it off. I don't know if I like the rhinestones with that. Anyways, I'm going to leave it for now. So there is our bleach stamped image on our card front. Like I said, it's a fun technique, and you can also do the other version where you paint inside your outline image, and it will draw out that color just like it did on the cardstock here. So that is it. That is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put all of the measurements on my blog later, where I will post a link to the video replay as well. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. And until next time, happy stamping. Bye.